Welcome to 9.3. We're switching to statistics now, so we're going to talk about mean, median, mode, and box and whisker plots. So we're going to calculate mean, median, mode using frequency tables. We're going to calculate quartiles of data sets, identify outliers, and then draw box plots representing data sets. So first of all, as we're switching to statistics, that's the study, analysis, and interpretation of data. So we're going to start by looking at measures of central tendency, which are what we call the middles of data sets. So there's three main ones we're going to look at, and those are mean, median, and mode. Those are potentially things that you've heard or seen before. So the mean is the average. In order to calculate that, we take the sum of the data sets divided by the total number of data values. The median is just the middle value when we list it in order of least to greatest, and the mode is the most frequently occurring value. You're going to see frequency tables a lot, and that's just a table that counts the number of times an item occurs. Frequency just means the number of times that specific item happens to occur. So let's look at an example. We have a frequency table here. It shows the number of vacations taken by students in our class. What are the mean, median, and mode for the vacations per student? So first, let's talk about how many vacations actually happened. So 6 students went on 0 vacations. That means there were 0 there. 18 students went on 1 vacation. That's 18 vacations. 5 students went on 2 vacations. That's 10. 4 students went on 3. That's 12. 3 students went on 4. That's also 12. 1 student went on 6. So that's 6. So to find the total number of vacations, I add those numbers up, and that's 58. How many students are there? I'm going to add up this bottom row. So 6, 18, 5, 4, 3, 1. And that would be 37 students. So to find the mean, I'm going to take the number of vacations, which we said was 58, divided by the number of students, which was 37. So 58 divided by 37 is 1.6. So that's my mean, my average value. The median is just the middle number. Okay, so if there's 37 students, in the middle would be the 19th value, right? 36 students, half of that is 18, so 18 and a half we can't have, so that's the 19th value. So that would be 1, because there's 6, 0, there's 18, so this would put me at the 24th. If I add those together, so the 19th is somewhere in there, so that would be 1. And then the mode, also 1, because there were 18 students that went on 1 vacation. That was the most frequent number. Let's look at one more. We're going to kind of do the exact same thing. This shows how many concerts per student. So again, when we talk about how many concerts, well, 8 students went on to 0, so that's 0. 1 student, or 7 students went to 1, that's 7. 12, 12, 12, 25, 20, 12, 15. Again, I'm just getting that by multiplying the column of numbers. Okay, so if I add all those up, I get 115. To figure out how many students there are, I add just the bottom row of students, and that should give me 37. So again, if I want to find the mean or the average, I take the 115 total concerts divided by the 37 students, and my average or my mean is 3.1. In this case, my median is going to be my 18th value. So 15, 16, 17, 18 would be 2, right? Because 8 and 7 is 15. So after 1, I'm 15 students in. So I'm at 2. And then my mode, let's see, my most frequent would be 0, because 8 students went to 0. Okay, next we're going to talk about box and whisker plots. So just a few vocabulary words before we get into that. The range is just the difference between the greatest and the least value. So if I have a value set ranging from 2 to 20, my range would be 20 minus 2, which is 18. Quartile is if we separate those into 4 parts. We have first quartile, second quartile, which is also the median, third quartile, and then fourth quartile is the max. The interquartile range is the difference between the third and the first quartiles. And then an outlier is just a value that is substantially different from the rest of the data set. So let's say I gave a test and most kids got 70 or an 80%, but I had one student who really didn't prepare and they got a 20%. That 20% would be an outlier. Okay, so to build a box and whisker plot, which this right here is a box and whisker plot. You've maybe seen these before. To build these, you're going to order the data from least to greatest. You're going to calculate the values of the 5-number summary, which are these right here. We'll go over in a second. We're going to create a scaled number line using the max and min values, and then we're going to add our box and whisker plot above the number line. The 5-number summary, the numbers we need to build our box and whisker plot. We need the minimum, the maximum, the median, and then the first and the third quartile. Okay, so again, we're breaking it up into fourths, basically. So what does that look like in action? Let's do one. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is list these in order from least to greatest. So I'm going to go 105, and sometimes it's nice to check them off as you go. 120, 128, to make sure that you're getting everything. 130, 133, 136, 145, 150. All right, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 and 9. Okay, so there's my data set. I just rearranged it. So let's identify our 5-number summary. This is your min. This is your max. Okay, now let's find the median. So there are 9 numbers. So the 5th number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, should be my median. And we can double check because if I count the other way, I count 5 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I start from 150, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the median there, 130, that is the middle number exactly. All right, so the median breaks the data set up into 2 halves. So now I have this half of the data and this half of the data. Okay, so in order to find the first quartile, I want to find the middle of that set. So 105, 117, 120, 128. Well, there's 4 numbers there. So how do I find the middle of that? Well, I'm going to take and I'm going to average my 2 middle numbers since there's no true average there. So 117 plus 120 divided by 2 is 118.5. I'm going to do the same thing with my upper half, 136 and 145. I'm going to average those 2 as well to find my third quartile, which would be 140.5. Okay, so there's my 5-number summary. Minimum, first quartile, medium, third quartile, maximum. Now let's try and draw our box and whisker plots. So we're going to draw a number line. It has to go from 105 to 150. So I'm just going to start at 100. And this is not perfect, and that's okay. We're just trying to get the general idea here. So I went by 10s to start just because that was easier for me to count. But I'm going to fill in the 5s there too because we'll want those. Okay, and then above that number line, I'm just going to plot my 5 points. So 105, I draw a dash, and 150, I draw a dash, and then 118.5, which is going to be like here, 130, and 140.5 is like here. So I'm going to connect my 3 middle, that's my box of my box and whisker plot. That's first quartile, median, third quartile, and then I'm going to draw whiskers to my min and to my max. Okay, so there's my box and whisker plot. And then this last one, it's just showing you a box and whisker plot, and it's asking you some questions. Okay, so median score, and what does this number represent? Well, remember, our 5-number summary would be the min, the max, first quartile, third quartile, and then the median in the middle there. So that median would be 75. And what does that number represent? It's the middle value of the data set. Okay, what is the range of these scores? So the range, I take the highest, which looks like 100, and the lowest, which looks like 55. So my range would be 45, and that's the difference between the maximum and the minimum, which is the amount of variability. So the bigger the range, the more variability there is. The smaller the range, the less variability there is. And then C, assuming there are 28 students in the class, how many scored between 70 and 75%? So that's right here, and that's that from first quartile to median. So that is 25%, because each of these, so this is 25%, 25%, 25%, 25%, right? That's what makes our 100. So assuming that there's 28 students in the class times that 25%, that means 7 students scored between 70 and 75. Okay, so that's just us getting started with statistics, mean, median, mode, box, and whisker plots.